First of all, it is shocking to know that we are 120,000 civil engineers short.
Wow.
In this country.
Wow.
Many other places are short, but 120,000 is a lot. When we've got a development program, according to the president, which is about 90 billion a year. That's the quantity issue. The quality issue is something else that we're actually about to address. In fact, a project which David Parry has been putting together to get the engineers trained. There's no structured training. I mean, for the developed countries, or in Singapore or Malaysia and so on, when you've got your degree,
right,
you know nothing. Well, that's remember, I'm sitting with, when I finished my first degree at 21, going into work on the hydro schemes in Scotland, the senior partner said, "Very well done, Scott. Remember something, you know nothing." You know,
to learn from your experience.
You
on the
learn,
job.
and that is monitored by your seniors.
Right.
Okay, and it's also part of, like, if you get your medical degree, you can't practice until you've had some internship.
Absolutely.
So it's like an internship, but it's monitored so that you're learning to practice what you've been taught.
I see.
There is no structured system here.
But it will be introduced.
Well, we're trying to put. I tried to do this in the 90s, but 1998 killed something that we had going between Britain and Indonesia construction industries. It was called the Indonesian British Construction Industry Group. It was a yayasan which I chaired, and it had been witnessed by the Minister of Public Works, and it had all the leaders of construction and consulting on this side. And I was trying to bring stuff from Britain into this, and then 1998 happened, and everything just fell apart, and it took 5 years or more, by which time people have moved on.
Right.
I moved on. I can't pick that up again. You know. So what we are doing now is, with a grant from the British government, is looking at how we can get some of the worthwhile and senior engineers becoming members of the institution, and therefore getting access to what the oldest civil engineering body in the world, the Institution of Civil Engineers, is nearly 200 years old. Right. Get access into all of that, and the research and the papers and things like that, and then start developing Indonesians producing the same thing.
Right.
You know.
Get the ball rolling.
Yeah, yeah. So it'll be a long thing. This is just a framework study, but that should lead on to something else which will need a couple of $1 million, I think, over the next 4 years to really embed it properly into the professional engineers organizations here.
Right.
But that is needed in parallel to encouraging more people to do civil engineering than nursing and MBAs and social sciences. We've got plenty of people who do the soft things, soft options, but we do need scientists and engineers. It's a world call. It's not just in Indonesia, but we notice it because we're here.
Right, absolutely. And this has seemed to be the issue for actually a long time. I believe
we're talking about, but we're very good at talking about things.
Right, exactly. Yeah, absolutely.
Delivery is another issue.
But in Indonesia, we've known that we need energy. We know we need these types of things, and however, there's still a lack, right? And it's kind of frustrating.
It is frustrating.
Yeah.
We do need to get the bureaucracy to move faster and be prepared to make decisions, even if it's a wrong decision which has to be changed. Because basically, the way I say it, you don't make a decision, you won't get into trouble. But that's no use.
Right, we have to take risks.
Yeah.